YouTube used to be a platform where it took its own slogan by heart: broadcast yourself. That very slogan was telling you to make content that is you. Express yourself with your creativity as long as you follow the rules. Simple as that. Nowadays, you've never really been able to. YouTube has been so fucking unfair lately since, strikes and terminations were being given to innocent channels, which they still are. Heck, last year in December, I saw Emperor Lemon make a video about this Monkey Jones guy and how both of his channels got taken down literally in the same day, all because of a video on Elliot Rodger in only a documentary format. He wasn't even promoting any acts of violence or showing any harmful content, and yet that was what he got punished for. And earlier that year, during the whole Logan Paul situation where he filmed the dead body and joked about it, it only took him to take down the video. YouTube didn't do anything about it. He took down the video himself, and they only responded to this problem literally 9 days after by demonetizing his channel. That's it. Shit, even the CEO of YouTube said that he doesn't deserve to get kicked out of the platform. And even this summer, Etika posted his unknowingly final video of himself only apologizing for his actions. No copyrighted content, no nudity this time. It should have remained completely tolerable to the guidelines. YouTube then takes down that video for whatever reason, and even his channel. And not even 24 hours after his suicide, absolute dumb fucks like I'm J-Station have the audacity to clickbait and profit off his death while sitting on his high horse acting as if he actually gives a shit about Etika and nobody else does. All because they're not donating. YouTube did nothing to resolve the issue. Jay took down the video himself. NNA Productions, he took down a shitty 3 AM video on Etika by himself. I know I'm a little bit late to this whole shit stain of a problem, but if I can be honest here, I wasn't really feeling a lot of motivation on uploading any kind of video lately since the whole thing going on with the FTC and this COPPA or COPPA bullshit. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I talked about YouTube by itself in the beginning of this video because it's frustrating being a content creator. It's not completely fun, honestly. There's a lot of things wrong with it, and you get scared shitless with a ton of things nowadays in this site. I remember getting 2 community guideline strikes on my channel literally on the same day, and the videos that got taken down resulted in an individual strike for each. Those were 2 years old at the time. One more strike, and I would have been Thanos snapped in the ass with a fucking infinity dildo. I was terrified. I was anxious all day, and with this one kid who went to my school jokingly saying that he was going to flag one of my videos, only added to my anxiety. Back in the day, you needed multiple people to flag a video for it to finally be taken down. Now all it only takes is one person. Probably some fucking snowflake who goes to a college and majors in fucking Chicano studies or whatever fucking diversity shit he's onto. But anyway, you have YouTubers like Super Mario Logan getting demonetized or age restricted just for swearing in his videos. Sometimes it's even completely kid friendly and it'll still get affected. I can go on all day about how YouTube has been on this downward spiral, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about COPPA actually. So, in case you still don't know, for whatever reason, the FTC is making YouTube apply to this law, which is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which was enacted on April 21st of 2000. So, basically, YouTube channels that are actually aiming for kids will have 90% of their revenue stripped off, comments will be disabled, and their videos won't be recommended anymore. And that's if you mark your channel as, for kids. If those channels violate the rule, such as, by showing or saying something inappropriate or whatever, which I'm sure they'll be able to, not do, they'll be fined up to $42,000 per video. Harsh. I know. And this pretty much goes for everyone on YouTube, apparently. It doesn't matter if you mark your channel as not for kids. If you're using anything that appeals to kids, such as animation, characters, toys, etc., you're still going to get your ass handed to you by the FTC. And the whole point of COPPA basically is to prevent data being collected from kids on the internet, which is, what a lot of ads online do to people in general. This feels so all of a sudden, concerning the fact that being a little kid back then, watching my cartoons on TV, and I'm seeing fucking commercials of Target, McDonald's, toy products, and, all that other shit that, we all knew and loved back in the day. I do understand the technical difference between cable and YouTube, which is where data collection isn't as immediate, and with cable, it's not mandatory in a technical sense, as YouTube for sure never gave you the option to have your data collected. But haven't fucking cable companies been pulling this exact same shit for years to get accurate data in their advertising demographics? The only difference really is that cable TV networks are bankrolled by multinational corporations. Hasbro didn't just be all like, oh, I'm gonna cut advertising deals with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. Why? I don't know, I just feel like it. There was a long-term advertising plan in place from the get-go, and if online content is going to be subjected to this level of scrutiny, then I'm pretty damn sure mainstream television should be held up to the same standard. And I think it's pretty clear to me that it's likely the old media who are pushing for this act upon YouTube as if the platform is supposed to be this digital babysitter for their kids, when in reality it's really supposed to be the parents' job to monitor what their kids are watching, whether it be YouTube, Netflix, YouTube Kids, Pornhub Kids, Hulu, whatever. Just keep track of what your child is watching at all times, because it's literally one of the responsibilities that I'm sure you signed up for yourself. I'm not going to control what content I'm going to do just because you want it to be suitable for your fully grown sperm cells. At the end of the day, I think I'm more pissed at YouTube rather than the FTC, because the FTC, they do have some grounds with collecting personal data. You see, data mining is completely legal when targeted for individuals of 13 years or older, which happens to be the legal age requirement for most social medias nowadays. And I say most because I'm sure you know why not all social media platforms allow anyone at least over 13, because it'll need to be much higher than that. But anyway, if they just shut off mining and targeted ads for people who aren't logged in, then the whole issue would be snapped out of existence just like that. The revenue would also be less affected than the majority of quote-unquote kids content, because the many people using YouTube have an account to begin with. That's ignoring there is some exception of a general audience in the law that YouTube could have just used as well. So yeah, the FTC is pulling some fines that are harsher than the fact that Epstein didn't kill himself. Meanwhile, YouTube has a literal Avengers-level way to solve the entire issue, and unfortunately don't want to use that solution. I just want to point out that COPPA has been around since the Clinton era, which was before the rise of targeted ads and mass data collection. Just want to let you know. COPPA was also established here in the US, and with YouTube being a company which began in the US, they really should have been aware, fully of the law, and are now putting every channel at risk, as we can see. Honestly, both YouTube and the FTC can get hit by Ganon's sword at this point, so many content creators are going to wound up homeless because of this issue, but at the same time, I doubt they'll be able to find everyone that violates the new rule on this website. Also, they haven't really enacted this thing on YouTube yet. They're still open to a democracy expressing their thoughts on the matter. So in the meantime, if you're over 18 and live in the US, talk to your local congressman or whatever. Leave a comment to the FTC on regulations.gov. Sign a petition. Just do whatever you can to stop this and possibly stop YouTube from falling apart like the communism it is. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.